The hotel is onto the river section here. That's the hotel. That's the good morning. They're also essential part of the hotel staff, and very important for us to remember. These people keep this hotel maintained and clean and tidy. And we need to recognize their hard work as well. Yes, thank you guys. Without you guys, the grass will be grown and we won't be able to even walk and enjoy the atmosphere around here. Okay, that's me, the clown, in town here in Hoi An. Here we are on the one of the tributaries on the Hoi An Hoi An, and it'll take us just out to the main tributaries of one of these splinter arteries, and what it will do is actually we'll be able to see very much the life that exists on the water, as well as the two riverbanks. Most importantly, as human beings, we just have to remind ourselves to be respectful for the Mother Nature's elements, what Mother Nature has done. So it's an equal love that you could give to the earth as well as to your mother. Now, most importantly, if you can see just on the far left, there's a lady just over there, going about her daily routine life. She's an elderly, sustaining and dependent on the natural resources of the planet. All we are doing is actually at a faster rate breaking the living matter and removing that opportunity for the humans to exist and its even balance. So at the same time, we now must remind ourselves, yes, it's good to wellness the life of that human being, but at the same time we need to be mindful of how far we go to impact on their daily and their usual way of life. And this is what I see across the entire planet. Most of all, we are imposing what is called a different cultural element of the modern society as a whole. So we need to be extremely careful in how we balance and introducing the way of life which is not normal to the local population. The man creation of plastics is absolutely inundated the entire globe. As you can see, even on this river stream, the plastic, the creation of man, is a very destructive force on earth, yet the nature has nothing of that kind, and it balances the man's creation, and it's trying to even cycle man's creation to try and balance the actual impact it is causing. If you see the floating plastics, that's exactly what I'm talking about here. This peaceful way about life is just absolutely incredible, and that's exactly what life is all about. Now that's the market, Hoi An market, where it creates a beautiful atmosphere about the people. Yet you see those polystyrene boxes that again explains they have been touched and freshness has been taken away from the daily life. Of course, the consumption being such, the rapid increase of need plus profit-bearing mentality has been sort of very much introduced to the society as a whole. Hence while the polystyrene fish boxes are there just to keep that overfish stock right through to the next day. So that means there's an element of overfishing as well. Old traditional fishnet, which is lowered at night and then picked up in the morning with those stills just on four corners. And if you actually, depending on what type of fish you catch, you actually alter the technique of still net fishing. There's another model of the sustainable farming where the water is actually off the river. The grass of that marshland, and it's cattle freely roaming, rather than cattle ranchers where feeding not a grain of grass. It's just feeders feeding through corn and mixture of high protein diet for that cattle, and it consumes such a large amount of water. At the same time, it consumes so much of corn and highly desirable grain that's been fed for that cattle. The old city of Hoi An, which has been inscribed to the World Heritage List of UNESCO's places of global interest. Transporting bamboo. For the dynamics, if you can look at the way that's been stacked around, it's just beautiful. What's really interesting is you got a can of Red Bull stuck on there as well.